Sup everyone, welcome back to another video, and once again we're here doing some more Tower of Fantasy content for you guys, as you guys seem to really enjoy it and have a ton of questions. And trust me, I had all these questions as well, and now that I've had them answered and I have a much clearer mindset going forward as to what I want for my account, I can assure you the questions you guys are asking are very valid and the concerns you have are legitimate, okay? Because for some reason this game doesn't really tell you much. I mean, why would they? It's a gacha game. Ideally they want you to pull for every single unit and reach into your wallet as deep as humanly possible, but I know that's not feasible for the vast majority of players. So at the cost of my own wallet sanity and as well as my future financial prospects, I have come to you with what I believe is a very comprehensive guide to which SSR unit you should be picking from your SSR select box. Now we're going to be covering PvP, PvE, present power, future power, and all four of these things kind of just mix and mash, because depending on what you want and how you want to develop your account, the choice is going to be vastly different for a lot of you guys. Okay, so without further ado, smash the like button and subscribe, because there's going to be more content likely for Tower of Fantasy for you guys, as well as if you also play Genshin, I make content on that as well, and we're going to be potentially looking at double video uploads as we enter Sumeru, depending on the content updates for both games. All right, so let's just jump right into it. So as you guys can see, I don't currently have these three, but you guys might be wondering then how the hell do you know if they're worth it or not? Trust me. All right, when you play this game as much as I do, you start seeing what a lot of these characters are capable of doing, as well as you read a ton of their stuff. You don't have to own the characters to read awakenings and to figure things out. I can assure you, with that in combination to getting your ass whooped in PvP, along with speaking to CN veterans as well as speaking to beta testers, I got a pretty good grasp on how things are going to proceed going forward. Okay, so let's talk about the first prospect. If you want power right now, like you are desperate for PvE prowess, you want to climb that bygone tower, you want to be the best that you ever can, you want to compete at the highest level for PvE, that means player versus environment, you don't care about PvP, then there are two clear options for you. Considering you have pulled for Nemesis, or you are going to pull for Nemesis, Samir likely is going to be a top pick for current PvE content. Now this is for most people the no-brainer option. Pairing her with Nemesis has just yielded great results for my account and for many other people's account, and for the keen of eye, yes, I do have her at 3-star here, but don't focus on that. Focus on getting one copy of her to pair her with Nemesis. That's going to help you out a ton when it comes to damage output. For the 90% of you guys who are stuck with probably a 1-star Shiro right now, considering you may be running Shiro as your shatter, and then you might be running, I don't know, like an Echo. I was running an Echo back with my Nemesis before I got Samir, so you're gonna see a huge damage jump. And if you unfortunately don't have King still, then you might be running Shiro, or if you have Meryl, then thank goodness you have a much better shield breaker. But that's gonna be roughly what you're looking at for your PvE. It's gonna be Nemesis, Samir, ideally you want King. All right, this is the ideal situation. You have King and Nemesis, then you pick Samir. Very easy. Current PvE, King, Samir, and Nemesis. I'm sure you guys know this already, so let's get this out of the way. That's your current PvE lineup. If you have Nemesis and Samir, then pick King. If you have Nemesis and King, then pick Samir. If you already have Samir and King, as well as Nemesis, and you still haven't even used your box yet, congratulations, you just won like the lottery. And I highly suggest you either A, to hold off if your goal is still for current PvE, or you can start getting Samir duplicates. Now this is only for those who really want that power right now, and to be honest, Samir duplicates, King duplicates, they're both good. Personally, I would start moving up Samir if you're planning to use your additional currency to power her up, because when she reaches 3 stars she does hit like an absolute truck. And do know that eventually you're going to be starting to farm your SSR matrices, which is going to push her up even more. And for those who are currently unfortunate to not have Tsubasa, you're likely going to be either holding off on Tsubasa's awakening, or you're just gonna straight up go into Samir's awakening, which gives her an additional 20% buff. So there's just still a ton of damage still coming. That's gonna be your current PvE lineup. Okay, moving onwards to your current PvP lineup. Right now there are a couple options. What I basically see and I constantly get my ass whooped by is Huma paired with Meryl paired with either Coco or Zero. Like I'm telling you guys that when you run into a player who knows what they're doing with this particular comp, you're gonna get CC chained to death, or it's just me who's really bad. But out of these three, I would say Meryl is the strongest pickup for PvP overall. And then after that, you can pick up a Huma if you don't have her and you're really just gun-ho on PvP. But there's also another comp for PvP that a lot of really good players are playing, and that's the infinite stall comp between Zero, Coco, and Nemesis. And holy smoke balls, if you run into one of these players and you can't land a clean CC chain to like pretty much one-shot them, you are likely going to get grinded down. You're going to get your ass leashed and walked around the arena. It's really frustrating when you fight against a good Zero, Coco, and a Nemesis player. And I'll be honest, most people running this, they know what the hell they're doing. And you can call them a boring player, cringe, whatever you want. At the end of the day, you ain't killing them. And if you want to be one of those guys, you better probably study up a little bit on their synergies here, because it's not that easy to pull this off. You really have to understand the strength and cons of different PvP comps. So you got to know when people move in with let's say a Meryl, or when people come in close to you with Huma, what's the skill cooldown and such, or fighting against a Crow who just constantly wants, like, you know, shove the daggers up your rear end. You gotta know what the hell they're trying to do, right? So you can prevent it. So it's really not for beginners. Meryl, Huma, and go for Coco or Zero is good. I personally say Coco is a more noob friendly option here. So take your pick out of these three. If you're only thinking about PvP, like I don't give a damn about PvE, PvE can just be non-existent, then I highly suggest you go for either Meryl, Coco, or Huma for a beginner. If you know what you're doing, you are thinking of being the best that ever can be, at least for the current meta state. Zero, Coco, Nemesis, hey, have fun. All right, have fun walking your dog on the leash for the entire freaking 5-minute duration of PvP. Now, going forward, yes, there is more. If you are thinking about the future, I'm talking far into the future. I'm talking you're looking into a crystal ball for like 6 to 8 months into the future, and you're like, I want to set up my account for the best possible future scenario build-up. Unfortunate to say, most of these standard banner characters are going to be relegated to like A tier, B tier for the most part. At least that's what most say. And the only exception pretty much is Tsubasa. When the ice meta rolls around, she's gonna be pretty damn good, and along with her awakening, which is also said to be the best in the game, hey, what can I say? If you're thinking about longevity and the best your account can ever be, and you're gonna skip most limited banners, you're already skipping Nemesis, you're gonna skip all the banners that are not ice based, meaning you're gonna skip Cobalt, you're gonna skip Claudia, and you're gonna skip Ruby, all these characters, and you're gonna wait for Frigg and Sakifua and maybe eventually Lyn, then Tsubasa is gonna be your best pickup. You're gonna find it a little more difficult currently, but don't worry, once you get your hand on like Frigg, Sakifua, you pair that with the Tsubasa, you're gonna watch those people who invested into Samir and King just like roll up into a ball. All right, so that's gonna be the most future-proof character out of them all. There's no other option here. If you want to go for as future-proof as you humanly can, Tsubasa is gonna be the only choice. She's like the only one that remains very competitive even 6 to 8 months from now. Especially if you don't have Lyn, you can probably run Tsubasa in like Sakifua, Tsubasa, and Frigg comp. Now, that being said, this game, all right, it's pretty much a whale fest in PvE for the bygone, and for PvP it doesn't really matter. And yes, there is a somewhat meta state in PvP. However, if you really like Zero, you're like, damn, this kid is so damn cool and it really reminds me of Fire Force, you just want to main this guy, sure, why not? All right, just get Zero then. If you want to get Coco, get Coco. If you want Meryl, get Meryl. I'm not here telling you how to play the game, I'm just simply telling you the most efficient routes to kind of optimize your account for both the current and the future for PvE as well as PvP. With that said, I think this video has gone on long enough. I hope I've helped you, and depending on which character you have, I hope you have a much clearer idea of who to prioritize both for the short term as well as the long term, right? To cover everything once again, if you guys just skip to the end, you'd be like, okay, I need to get to the end. If you're looking for current PvE content dominance, Samir and King, that's going to be your two options. If you're looking for current PvP content, Meryl, Zero, Coco, as well as Huma are all good choices. Personally, for beginners, I would recommend you to get Meryl, Coco, as well as Huma combinations. If you're really feeling it and you're spicy as hell, like I want to be playing with the big dogs, to go for Zero, Coco, as well as Nemesis. You're going to be walking your dog on a leash all throughout arena, but you're going to have to fight through the entire 5 minutes because your damage sector is going to be lacking. Your whole point is to grind them down and just wear them out. Okay, if you're looking for future-proofing your account, being like, I don't give a damn about what's happening now, I want to prepare for 6-8 months down the line, and I want to get the best standard banner character possible for that, get Tsubasa. Tsubasa's going to stay somewhat relevant now, but she's going to jump much higher when the ice meta does roll around with Frigg as well as Sakifua. Okay, that's it, people. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, and comment down below who you picked for your SSR select box and why. Till next time, this has been Erotic Walrus. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. Peace, peace. Bye.